All right, you guys, we are all set for the fifth and final round. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hanging on by a thread. And let's see if Digimon can put the nail in the coffin, or does Digimon just wet the bed here? And let's see. Because Digimon, one thing about them, they are just Captain Consistent. And it's very easy to just break in Goromon. Very easy to make money when your, booster box price is only 35 bucks. Please, guys, hit the like button for this fifth and final round. This has been a great booster box showdown. We're going to go through this box very quickly. We're only going to show the back end of the pack here. And like I said, we're only looking for the hits anyway. So we've already seen everything this box has to offer. So we're going to go through this as quickly as possible. So what really needs to happen... there we go. I guess that's a decent start if you're rooting for Yu-Gi-Oh! Shin Manzamon. What really needs to happen here in this booster box showdown, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Did lose single digits, what needs to happen is that Digimon needs to absolutely wet the bed here and just not really make... Personally, to lose money, right? But they need to lose about more than $8.50. That's kind of where we're going with. So it's going to be very curious. It's been one of the best booster box rounds I think I could have ever done. I think I picked two really good sets, but two sets that Blackboard Raymond. I remember that card. Two sets that were both of them are new, but one on one end, on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Spectrum end, right? You're talking about big dollar cards, big hitters, right? That's why the booster boxes are $65 a piece. And you can see sometimes when it hits big, man. And we still haven't even pulled one of the most high value cards, the Little Knight. Oh, Seriesmon alternate art, and on the opposite end you're seeing Digimon. It's just Captain Consistent, just good pulls, good pull rates for a cheap booster box, product. It's not often you can see a booster box for $35 and see good pull rates, which begs the question too, like, why was this set just overlooked? Why was there no hype on this set? Because this set's actually a really good set if you're an existing player or a new player, because there are staples all over this set. All over. Like, if you were a deck builder, play the Digimon card game, even if you were a collector, this has like both players and collectors in mind. And it just wanted, kind of head scratching a little bit that why there wasn't more hype around this set. Very, very curious. So, like I said, we're going through this very fast here. You get to see like both spectrums right there. Omnimon, high value, high big dollar cards, versus, like I said, smaller, lower class, kind of like a David versus Goliath. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to hit, it's going to hit big. Digimon, they may beat you by nickel and diming you. So, and that's why I love doing the booster box showdown. So you get to see just how good these pull rates are. Another Lilithmon. And I don't know, that may be it for Digimon right now. I don't think we're going to get any of these big dollar cards. Let's see. Regular Shin Manzamon. So, like I said, I think this has been the best booster box showdown. It really just back and forth, and like I said, we are down to the wire here. And in my opinion, it's the best you can ask for. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. It may very well come down to I may have to look at all 5 rounds and take all the total value and just see who won in the end. It may very well come down to that. Another Seriesmon. This card's just popping up all over the place. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we get. And it's an Omnimon Zwart, so nothing big there. So let's get to the end of the video and see how well this box did. Alright, this is going to make things a little more interesting. So let's go ahead and get to the quick recap. Of course, you guys know the price per box. Total value pulled $30.62 for a loss of $4.38. Not one of the Digimon's better booster boxes, actually going to be one of their worst booster boxes. So they saved the worst for the very end of the booster box showdown, but I think it's going to be enough to actually take down Yu-Gi-Oh! But before we actually declare a winner, I do want to go ahead and show you guys one thing. Alright, let's do a quick recap of the numbers for Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all 5 rounds. So of course, the price per paid is $65. If we multiply that by 5, that's $325. If you look at boxes 1 through 5, you can see 57.52, 94.29, 109.38, 17.19, which was the worst one, which was round 4, box 4, and box 5 was $56.90. If you take all those numbers, you add them together, you get a total of $335.20. Subtract that by 325, and you get a break-even point of $10.20. Now, let's take a look at Digimon. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers for Digimon. Well, if you take the price per box, 35, multiply it by 5, that gives you 175. If you take a look at boxes 1 through 5, every box except for the last one actually made profit. Even if it was just a small profit, it was still a profit. They didn't lose us any money. So you had 43.89, 51.77, 35.98, 36.63, and 30.62. Again, $35 is not a lot to break, so I understand how it just looks that easy for Digimon. That's why I call them Captain Consistent, because you can see the numbers are all kind of right around the same, except for box 2 really kind of exploded there. So you take all 5 of those boxes, you add them up together, that gives you a total of $198. You subtract 175, that gives you a profit of $23.90. So even the numbers, both companies, both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, both Konami and Bandai actually made us profit for once between all 5 boxes. No one really lost a lot, and nobody really gained a whole lot either. On one hand, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had $10.20. On the other hand, Digimon had $23.90. Which means in the Booster Box Showdown, the victor is going to be crowned Digimon. That is right, Digimon is going to be crowned champion. Yu-Gi-Oh! Did a heck of a job fighting in there, but that box 4 really screwed the pooch on this one. That box 4 that only made us $17.19 was just an absolute dud. That does happen from Yu-Gi-Oh! It happens more times than it really should. And that's the unfortunate side of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes, and that's something I still think they need to clean up. Overall, though, I really do think that we may just bring both of these guys back, but Digimon's definitely returning. We're going to see what happens in the next Digimon set and who kind of gets released around that same time. I'm thinking I want to do One Piece or I want to do Grand Archive. And I might just do another Booster Box Showdown on the side as well, just with Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus someone else. We might have multiple Booster Box Showdowns. I really do enjoy doing this type of content for you guys. Digimon now goes 3-1 here in the Booster Box Showdown, while Yu-Gi-Oh! Now goes back down to 500 at 2-2. So, things to just consider, and let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you want to continue, maybe do another box or two. Maybe if you want to see me finish up the case break of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, let me know in the comments section. I might even just finish up the case break and just post up the actual numbers of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon to see how the full case really broke down. Because Digimon's on this pace to actually really make us some good money here, while Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just kind of hovering around. A couple more boxes like round 4, and it's going to be a complete dud. But let me know what some of your guys' thoughts are. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please hit that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new here. And I'll check you guys out next time.